Hey, what's up, guys? So I told you that you're going to meet the richest man in the world. And no, it's not Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or Elon Musk or Mansa Musa back in his day, but the richest person in the world, you're actually looking at him. Yes, it's me. And before you go, I want to let you know how and why I'm the richest man in the world and how you are supposed to be and can be the richest person in the world if you follow exactly what I say. So stay tuned. We're going to go to the whiteboard and I'm going to explain to you how you can become the richest person in the world. Let's go to it. Hey, what's up, guys? So I know I've talked to you about being the richest man in the world, and you're probably like, what is this dude talking about? But I will tell you, there's a story behind this. And even though I played 8 years in the National Football League, I actually had everything stolen from me. It was the toughest time in my life. I mean, I had all my money stolen from me from a family friend, somebody who I trusted, somebody who I believed was going to take care of me, end up just getting me, man. When you have that much stolen from you, you feel like an absolute idiot, and I felt like an idiot. And I had a wife and 2 kids trying to figure out my next career because I was just a football player. Didn't think that I had any tangible skills, so I'm just working odds and ends job, trying to make things happen. I went from 312 pounds to 220 pounds because I was so depressed and I was so embarrassed and I didn't think that I deserved to eat. Hey, I was one of those guys where you hate when that phone rings and it's an unknown number because you know there's a bill collector on the other side of that phone. You hate going to the mail because you know there might be some collection notice in the mail. Like every single day you just pray that your lights are on or your power's on or your water's on. Like I was there hoping that I could slide my debit card to get some gas at the gas pump, hoping that it wasn't declined. I was right there. Okay, so I was from the National Football League, making, a few $100,000 a year to absolutely negative broke. I mean, like in debt $150,000. It was all wrong. And so how did I become the richest man in the world? Well, I'll tell you, something happened on November 6th. I'll write it down. November 6th, 2021. Something happened that day. But before that, I made a decision in my mind. I made a decision that I was going to change myself because I couldn't figure out how to change the situations in my life. And I started just ingesting anything that was positive. I started listening to positive podcasts. I started hearing and reading in positive audiobooks and regular books. I mean, I just filled myself with positivity, and these 2 words made me rich. The words thank you. And I started being thankful for just the littlest things. Started just being thankful for my family. Started just waking up in the morning just saying thank you for life. I started being thankful for a tree that's outside that I love looking at my house. I just started being so thankful. And I just knew that something was going to happen because I was so full of thanks that even though my situations didn't change, it almost didn't matter because I had changed. And then on November 6, 2021, something happened. And it's going to sound negative at first because that day I had a house fire. Okay, half my house burned down. And thank God nobody was at home. Nobody got injured. But I knew something good was going to come out of it. I had been so positive. I had been so thankful. I knew that something good was going to come out of that situation. And guess what? Something good came out of that situation. See, my insurance, and I had pretty good insurance. I actually had really good insurance. Shout out to Chubb Insurance, but I had really good insurance, and they took care of me in more ways than I could even list. Just put it like this. I made more in one day than I had ever made any year playing in the National Football League. That's how much they took care of me. And so when all that happened, when I got that check in the mail, right? I was looking for that check in the mail. When I got that check in the mail, was I surprised? Nope. Not even a little bit. Wasn't surprised. Thankful? Absolutely thankful. Oh my God, crying thankful. But surprised? Wasn't even surprised because I knew that something was going to happen in my life because I had changed so much. So that's just a story about how the day I became the richest person because I realized that my riches were in me, not outside. But we're going to talk about these 2 words, rich and richest, okay? Because I like to define my terms. So I'm going to write it down on the board, rich, okay? So rich. So anytime that you can measure anybody's assets or anybody's currency or money, then they are considered rich. I would say somebody who has more than $10 million worth of cash and assets, right? I would say that person's pretty rich, okay? I would say that anybody who can not work for about 5 years and not do anything and still come out the other side okay, I would call that person pretty rich, right? I would say somebody who goes out to purchase something and is not looking at a discount, is not really looking at how much it costs, they only look at what they want, I would call that person pretty rich if you can go out there and not looking for a discount. So I would say this makes somebody pretty rich in terms of assets. And these are like, you know, the Bill Gates and the Elon Musks and the Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s and formerly Mansa Musa in the past. Like, these people are rich. So how in the world can I claim that somebody has $200 billion like what, Elon Musk, 200 billion? How can I claim that I'm the richest person in the world when that person has more tangible assets than me? And that's the issue. Anybody who's rich, you can measure it. All right? Oops, measurable, okay? Anybody who's rich, is measurable. But for me, the richest, you cannot measure what I have. See, what I have is a word that I love. It's infinite. That's what I have. See, I have infinite money. I have infinite assets. I have infinite good. How can I say that I have infinite money? Well, here's what happened. And this is what I realized on November 6, 2021. I realized that I had infinite assets because I literally got something by doing nothing. But I didn't do nothing. I knew that I had changed in here. And so that's where the infinite is. It's inside of you. And once you tap in to that infinite that's inside you, that infinite mindset, that infinite good, that infinite love, that infinite riches, once you tap into that, you become the richest person that has ever lived. Here's what happens to me, guys, and here's what has happened since November 6, 2021, is that every time I use something, it comes back to me, period. Every single time. See, it's a word that I love, all right? See, I never spend money. I want to write this word spend down, all right? See, I never spend money. Because what does spend mean? If something is spent, it is gone. It is exhausted. It's done. That's what spent means. When you're spent, if you've been working out really, really hard, right? You had to run, 20 miles or run a marathon. Those people at the end of that marathon, a lot of them are spent, gone, exhausted. Muscles don't even work anymore. Okay, that's spent. I never spend money. And I want you to eliminate that word spend from your vocabulary. What do? I circulate my money. See, I circulate, okay? See, this is what I love. This is why I'm starting to get excited now. I circulate money. So every time that I use something, doesn't matter if it's $5 or $500,000, guess what ends up happening? When I use money for the things that I love or the things that I want to do or the things that I need, guess what ends up coming back? That money ends up coming right back. And here's the cool part about being infinite and having the infinite riches and having the infinite mindset. Because when I use something or when I circulate something and when it comes back, it usually comes back multiplied. See, that's what I love about being infinite, because it's always infinitely more every single time. So when I use $5,000 towards something, $5 towards something, $500,000 towards something, what it does is it goes out and then it comes back to me in a never-ending cycle of increase, fun, and enjoyment. That's the richest mindset. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be the richest person in the world. I want you to be one of the richest people that have ever lived, because I am. Because there's not many people who live like this. Okay? There's not many people who have ever lived, who will live, or are living now, who have a richest mentality. And here's one person that's right in front of you who knows it, and I teach it, and I understand it, and I live it. I'm a master of it. Here's how the gurus do it, okay? They say, hey, there's a $6,000 coaching program, but today it's on sale for $497 in the next 42 minutes. Buy it now. right? And they do this to you because they feel like they're giving you what? A discount. See, they're tapping into the non-richest mindset that's in most people looking for a discount. And there's another video about discount coming. So, but here's what I do. Now, I do have a coaching program, and I am a guru, right? And I am a master of this rich mindset, or this richest mindset, excuse me. Oh, yes, I am. But here's the thing. If you want to purchase my course, you can go on andreflew.com, and there's a link to purchase the course, okay? I'm not going to put a discount on it because I don't want you to have a discount mindset. But if you say, hey, you know what, I'm not ready for this, I like proving my stuff before you pay for it. So here's what I want you to do. This will change your life. You see this right here that's on this screen. It's, as I'm talking, you see it. I want you to either take a picture of it or take a screenshot of it. What does it say? It says, I will not receive $500, okay? I know it seems like that doesn't make sense, but I want you to take a screenshot of it or picture of it, and I want you to put it as your wallpaper on your phone so you see it all the time. And then every day, once a day in the morning, as soon as you wake up, I want you to look at that, but I want you to see yourself in your mind receiving $500. And before you go to sleep, I want you to see yourself receiving $500. Those are the two things I want you to do. In the morning, when you wake up, I want you to see yourself receiving $500 from somewhere. I care less where. And before you go to sleep, do the same exact thing. What will end up happening is $500 will come to you from somewhere. And then you'll get a flash in your mind. And you'll realize, and you'll remember this video. And then you'll come to my website. And then you'll go online and you'll say, I got my $500. I got to purchase this dude's coaching platform because he knows something, because he told me exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. And that's what I want for you. So, hey, if you're ready for the coaching program, go to andreflew.com. Hey, you can get the $500 right now, and we can get this thing cracking. But if you say, hey, you know what? I'm not ready for it. I want to test the waters first. I ain't got no problem with that. What I want you to do is I want you to get that screenshot, make that wallpaper, see yourself receiving $500, and watch how your life changes. Because my life changed on November 6, 2021. And that's the day I became the richest man in the world. And that's the same thing I want for you. So again, my name is Andre Fluella, and everybody calls me Flu. I'm here to shift you from self-limited to unlimited so that you can recognize your ultimate power to live the life of your dreams easier than you could ever imagine. I always say these three words: life is easy. Peace.